the most annoying part of this human experience at this point, at this stage in the game that I am in, me personally, who I am, because everyone's going to have differences based on who they are, based on their experience, based on their journey of life and what they've had to go through and deal with. For me, it's just been how, like, I thought, and this is just always me, like, super progressive, forward, future thinking, having to be reminded about how much we are not on a progressive timeline has been very heartbreaking, and buzz killing and depressing. And it's like my head hitting up against the wall because I got that Pisces nature in me that's like, all right, well, I want to get the hell up out of this archaic freaking Middle Ages time, medieval time stage that we have going on. And it's just not letting up, because God is obviously wanting me to see how truly, at least in our country of the US of beautiful A, how non-progressive we are. One, how lacking in actual, like, spirit, faith, God, knowing truly, we are lacking that connection. Like, it's so easy to just say, oh, I believe in God and go to church every Sunday, and that not have any substance to that at all. That's been really heart-wrenching. And just being as mixed as I am and seeing how divided the world is, it's like, have I gone backwards? You know, like, I came into this world, grew up in a predominantly Caucasian space, was raised by predominantly Caucasian people, but have had multiple different experiences with different family. And I really just thought at, like, my age of 30, I would be seeing a lot more unity and equality and less war in the world. Like, I really, and that wasn't just like my rose-colored glasses. I'm just like, no, this is the trajectory that we're on. This is why I was born at this time, because there's more people like me that will be born. That was like my understanding when I was a child and young. Like, yeah, it's hard now, but watch, when I get older, it's going to be a lot better. And I understand it gets, like, hard before it gets better. It gets really difficult. It breaks apart before it actually gets better. But y'all, it's heart-wrenching to have arguments with your own family over politics. Heart-wrenching to have these conversations like, oh, you're different than me and I'll never be like you. It's like, do we have to make each other like each other? Or can we just, like, appreciate people for who they are and, you know, not mess with what they're a part of that we don't mess with, and let that be comfortably known? Like, own our boundaries and have our boundaries. Do we have to be like everyone in our life? No. Do you have to have the same belief systems as everyone in your family? No. Since when is that? You know, I don't understand. We're just, like, in this timeline of cult conditioning still, and it doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, how are we still going about these cult ways? And I understand preservation and longevity of life and our planet. I understand that. I also understand there are particular practices and inhumane ways of being that are a threat to particular people's living. Longevity of life, preservation of life, including also our planet and the longevity of this planet, the health of the ecosystems and everything. So honestly, I'm just like, dang, I'm very, very not impressed with the collective conscious body at this point. I mean, I am, but then I'm not, because it just, what I'm witnessing as a mixed woman at my grown age of fucking 31, I'm just really thinking we should have had a little bit more progressiveness at this point. And it's like, my head's hitting against the wall here, because not enough people it's a number of reasons, but the main thing that I'm getting is people are not willing. There are too many immature people not being willing or able, like they're not able to do shadow work. They're not able to look at their mistakes. They're not able to own up, correct, and fix their mistakes. And no, this doesn't mean kissing anyone's ass. This means doing better. You know, because we all are a part of this collective here. Everything one of us does affects the other, whether we like to see it or not. We are like a collective ecosystem of human body, even in the consciousness field. So it's like we are not as progressive and unified as I thought we were. And it's actually kind of good because it's like getting all the crap that's been swept under the rug for so long out in the open. Things like that people are just like brushing under the carpet, like you're brushing your hate, you're brushing your sexism, you're brushing your fear of other people's lifestyles and cultures or even sexualities under the carpet. And it's like, that's hate that needs to be addressed. Because if this planet is purging everything of a low vibration, that definitely includes hate of any kind. Bigoted hate, more so. So it's like, it's okay to agree to disagree with someone and just still be a part of their lives. You don't have to, especially if it's not harming you. If it's not harming you or anyone else around you, why the fuck do you care about controlling someone's mind so much or controlling someone's life so much? If it's not harming you, if it's not harming them, why can't people just mind their fucking business? And I will keep saying it. Not enough people know how to mind their fucking business. I honestly think that's the largest reason, one of the largest reasons for depression. And I'll say this myself because I am an avid learner. I love to study. I'm a big researcher. Always digging deep. And the more I come to know more, whether it's history or, deep occult wisdoms, honestly, the more fucking depressing it gets. It gets depressing learning so much about humanity and, society, and being that Scorpio brain of studying why humans do the things they do in order to be able to correct it. It's a big fucking job just to have my fucking brain and to be able to analyze these concepts and feel them. Not look at them and laugh, not look at them and brush over it or just act like I didn't read it. No, but to feel it fully so that it can be alchemized and broken down fully by someone that's able to do it. So I feel like, ignorance is bliss in those forms where you are able to just like really enjoy being present and enjoy the people in your life, because you never know when they're not going to be there. Leaving the past in the past, doing our best to correct what we've done in the past to hurt others is very big as well. It's why we're in this kind of like limbo space. Not enough people think they need to say sorry. Not enough people know how to say sorry. Not enough people can swallow their pride and their ego enough to properly apologize and, make amends and take accountability. Taking accountability is such a big piece of this responsibility piece that we're missing right now. And it's like, no, you did this. No, you did this. No, you did this. How about everyone did this and let's shut the fuck up and apologize. Let's lay it all out on the fucking table and move fucking forward. Enough bringing the past into the present. That is the problem with this day and age at this current time. It's why we're not able to move forward, because everyone's head is still in the past, because proper accountability is not being had, is not being received. There's still hurts and pains and traumas that need light shed on them, that need talking about. People need to be able to feel their feelings outwardly and be given space to do that. And people also need to take accountability with the things that they have done that have brought harm and damage to people, possibly even generations of people. This is it's not going to go away. It's not just going to go away just because we're like, oh, peace, love, and light. No, it's not going to work. The only thing that's going to work here is proper fucking maturing past the hatred and taking accountability for the wrongs we